All right, everybody. Hello. Super quick video today. Not a whole big thing for a couple of reasons. One, I've been hitting you with some very big, heavy, long videos recently. So I figured I would give a little bit of a break. Also because I am working on some stuff that will be for some longer, more in-depth videos. So while I'm doing that, instead of releasing some of that stuff earlier than intended or earlier than it's actually finished, figured I would do this as like a quick thing. So recently we did, oh, you can't even see them because of the way that I'm holding them. Just in a recent video, my mom and I did, well, she did this one beforehand, but then we did this Buffy sort of square head figure thing, and I figured that I would add that to the background collection that I have. Some of you may have seen this in these videos or other videos, but I figured it was also time because I've gotten a few messages of like, what's in the background of your thing? So I figured I'd show. So when we walk into my office space, we see I recently redid some of it. So I'm not going to necessarily go into everything because, as you all may know, I've been redoing I've been, slowly, very slowly cleaning up and organizing my office space and other aspects of my apartment, whatever. But these I got some time ago, the Clerks 3 figures, Funko Pop. I finally got them open, got them set up on display. We have Jay, Silent Bob, Dante, Elias, and Randall. I have this pink Penta mask wrestling from long before Penta ever really made a super big splash, no pun intended, here in the United States. I had subscribed to like a mystery box wrestling thing, and they ask you like, what's your shirt size, what's your favorite color, things like that before they send you these. And I had put pink, so I got this pink Penta mask. The antlers are from a Christmas holiday party at what was my most recent job at the clothing store. I did not want to be anything holiday, whatever, but the person who at the time was my favorite coworker came up and put those on me, and I wasn't going to go against her because she scared me a little bit. So I kept them, and now I put them on the mannequin head. This book, Harnessing Darkness, this is from a very good friend of mine named Caleb. This is a book that you can get. This is, as it says, Harnessing Darkness, Expressing Mental Illness Through Poetry. This is a book that he wrote over the course of part of his life, where he was coping with a lot of things. It's not really my place to go into his journey and his battle, but he has lived quite a difficult life. He's a very good friend of mine. Absolutely love him. He actually personalized the inside of the book for me. And so I figured I, put it here and, put it with my display of some other things. Some cups, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's volume 2. It is volume 2 there. Sorry about my shadow in the background. And there's an Ant-Man, I believe it's Ant-Man and the Wasp from, going to the movie theaters and whatever. For now, I'm going to set these figures down, the Buffy and, the Winchester. That's not necessarily saying that they're going to stay there, but just so that I don't accidentally crush them or whatever, they're going to go there just for now. This little Chicago pin was from my friend James. He and his wife, I don't remember if the kids went with them, but they picked me up a keychain because I was in a big keychain sort of place. So put those out, or put that out for my background here. Star Trek, big Star Trek fan. Yes, it has some dust on it, sorry, but it is 3 of the Starfleet officers as well as their first in command or second in command, I suppose. But we have from the OG series, we have from Next Generation, and I believe it's, Deep Space Nine. I think this might have been before Voyager was even a show, so that tells you how old this is, all of them still in the box. I cannot for the life of me remember where or how I got this Thank You for Being a Creep thing. I know it came with a package that I got, but I really and truly don't remember what it was. I'm sorry. This America pin, got it from one of the suits at the place I used to work. This clock, Clock Shelves Entertainment is, what I put out through like my different creative projects through. So I figured a clock on a shelf. It is a broken clock because the pieces just swing, but eventually I'm going to set it so that it is a very specific, significant time to me. Back here we have the mask of Blue Demon Jr. Again, another wrestling mask that I got, the character from Lucha Libre in Mexico, Blue Demon. This here, Disneyland Mickey ears, because almost 10 years ago now, I finally went to Disneyland out in California, and one of the things that I wanted was the classic Disneyland ears, because when I went there, there was all sorts of, like, there was Star Wars and, you know, different various other characters and Toy Story ears or whatever, but I wanted the classic Disney ones. And the funny story behind that is two of my friends were on a ride at the time, and so I was looking, and I went up to some people that worked there, and I was like, hello, I'm sorry to bother you. Where can I find a place to get the Mickey ears? And they were like, if you literally turn right around, you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, I feel like an idiot. But so I went and I got it, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but on the back here, I actually got where it says Paul on there. So I thought that was a cool thing that they added there. Continuing down the way a little bit, we have another keychain. So myself and an ex of mine, it was me, her kids, and her best friend and her kids. We all went to New York, New Jersey for my birthday one year. I didn't tell any of them that it was my birthday. I arranged this trip, rented us an Airbnb, and you know, we went into the city and everything, and yeah, that was my birthday trip. So we took a picture in the Airbnb and outside of the New York Public Library, and on the back there's some other pictures as well from that trip. But she for Christmas, actually, she put this together and had it made for me so that I would have a keychain to always remember that trip. I don't need a keychain to remember that trip. It was very memorable for me for a lot of various reasons, but I, you know, obviously was very appreciative of it, and I wanted to include it in my background of things here. Behind that, we have a picture from Lost 2017, which was the last Lost convention, because 2020 didn't happen in the traditional way, but people doing the Dharma Purge picture. If you know, you know. I'm not going to go into that for some spoilery reasons. Down here, we have a picture, a pin actually, of one of my favorite female British professional wrestlers, Lana Austin, who I've actually interacted with, and I got I don't have it out because I don't have a frame for it, but she actually signed and personalized a photo to me, as well as sent me this pin and something else that we're going to see a little bit down the way. But basically she had like an Instagram contest sort of thing. I won, got in touch with me. Hey, what's your address? Going to send you some stuff. And so this pin is one of the things. So I have it out there on display. We have a pack of Star Wars playing cards. We have a pack of Hell Michigan playing cards. And we have some Star Trek playing cards, because why would I not include those things? Going up here onto these littler shelves, it doesn't sit right, but one year my friend James, the one who got me that Chicago thing, he gave me a hood pass because, you know, I thought that was hilarious, and so did he. So that was his gift to me for my birthday. In addition to coming to my party and, you know, doing actual things, that was his gift to me, was a homemade hood pass. From, I believe it was when we went in 2024. I got a shot glass from the Dole Plantation in Hawaii. This rubber ducky here, it is rubber. This isn't the one. I thought this was the one that did, I thought I had one at one point that did like music and stuff, but I'm a big rubber ducky person. I have a tie that's rubber ducky. I have socks that are rubber ducky, and I was wearing them one day, and I got along really well with two customers that I had at my job at the clothing store, and they walked out and they ran back in and they said, "You like rubber duckies? We had this in the car because we also like rubber duckies, so we wanted to give this to you." So I included it in my collection here. Up the top, again, Supernatural, have Baby, the Impala, in like a cast iron thing. It's a 1:64 ratio, whatever that's called. But yeah, so have that going on. Have this little squishy, like a stress ball sort of thing from when I went to Hell, Michigan, and I was the mayor there. Moving over here, we have a grain of, or not a grain, but we have a vial of sand from when I went to Hawaii the very first time with the Lost Convention. Right next to that over here, we have a llama that came all the way from Peru from one of my former coworkers. He brought that back as a souvenir for me. It's actually like sewn. It's different materials and things. So I don't know if you could really tell that, but it is technically a keychain as well, but I really liked that. Moving down here, we'll go back this way, a Jushin Thunder Liger mask, wrestling mask again with on the little head. So obviously have to display that one. Very prolific Japanese masked performer, fantastic, generations and decades. Over here we have a Hell Michigan glass, or I'm sorry, a coffee cup with a pen. I believe that's also from Hell. So yeah, we have that going on there. I think there's another pin or something inside of there that's also from Hell. Let's see, because the crunchy sound surprised me there for a second. So let's see what else we got. Yes, a Hell Michigan pin. So we have that. This bottle of sand. So in 2017, when I was getting ready to leave, I ran down to the beach 2014. 2017. I think it was 2014 now that I actually think about it, but I was running down to the beach on my last day, and I had this giant bottle of water, obviously emptied, but I had saved the bottle. And so I got some sand from the beach where a party happened with people who are now my friends from all over the world, because I wanted to remember that spot and have a piece of that spot with me. So I have the sand in the bottle there. Here is a magnet, also from Lana Austin, mentioned that before. This pin is from Cooper's Seafood in Scranton. They've referenced it on The Office and things. There's actually a big Office sort of display and gift shop there, but if you have never been to this place, I've never done that as a video. I've taken people there and showed them, but I feel like I should take it as a video and show all of you. That would be a really cool experience with the amount of memorabilia and stuff that they have there. That could be cool. And then a 4-piece wrestling set, John Cena, The Rock, Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns from a couple years back. That was gifted to me, I believe, by my mother. So I thought that was really cool and put it on display. Moving down here, we have the Friends Central Perk set. Once upon a time on a live stream, Ryan and I built this over the course of about a week to 2 weeks. Every so often we would do different things, and it's very intricate, but so much so, but it's actually the set, because it has the lights and it has, basically, obviously it's Lego, so everything is movable. But so I have that set up here. Over into the next cube, we have the Dharma Initiative Orientation Kit. This is actually the Lost Season 5 box set. This was gifted to me by our good friend Bill, who was a frequent guest on the Lost with Friends podcast, has been on Paul and All, and is a basically the co-host contributor to Buffyverse and Converse. Moving over even more, we have another a Lost thing. It's the car. I found it, I think, randomly one day at like a Walmart or whatever. I was like, have to have that. A Star Trek mug, where when you heat it, the little holodeck thing goes away, and inside of there is slips of paper, because once upon a time I tried doing a Star Trek. See, even I get them confused sometimes. I'm a terrible nerd. But I did a Star Trek podcast, and so we had that of like little trivia questions for me and my co-host Dave to sort of ask each other back and forth, and quizzes and all sorts of stuff. Next to that is some minifigs of the OG Clerks characters again, Dante, Randall, Jay, and Silent Bob. Hanging from the clock here, we have a Chronic Con pass from the Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie. This was included in a gift box set that I got from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, mailed to me from New Jersey. Moving over here, we have, so at this event, that's actually our friend Bill right there. At this thing that we all did, we did a live in-person recording of Buffyverse and Converse. Bill came from out of state. Lisa came from out of the area. There's James, actually. James is right there. So James, who gifted me the Hood Pass, as well as the Chicago keychain. Easy for me to remember. But so we met up and we did an in-person recording of Buffyverse and Converse. So we wanted to get a picture of all of us there. That was pretty cool, I thought. This other picture here, you see Tommy actually in the green off to the side. But this is me and my friend Lisa, a different Lisa, but my friend Lisa from down in Georgia outside of the Mystic Grill in Covington. You guys, well, you were there with us. This was from the first time we went back in 2023, as opposed to when we went in 2025. So that was really fun. We had already seen the town a little bit, met her because her dad and Tommy are childhood best friends. So got to become friends with her and show her around. Back here, we have another thing from the Dole Plantation. This was Dole ice cream. So I kept the cup. I've lost the lid to it. It's somewhere here in the office. Again, I got to do some cleaning. This here in the packaging is a Buddy Christ from the Jay and Silent Bob, the View Askew-niverse, if you will. A couple more cups. There's some Star Wars and some other movie theater cups that these things are in. Moving over to the next shelf is a signed Kevin Smith cup. You see the signature there. It's actually from the Vulgar-thon that they had in Jersey at his theater not too long ago, but I like the signature the best, so I show that off. The Princess Leia figure, the Bendum, still in the packaging. Found that, I don't even remember where we found that, but I think it was at like a yard sale or something, so have that. This book, How to Save a Life, The Inside Story of Grey's Anatomy, myself and a good friend of mine, one of the ways that we bonded, other than being, just friends at work, was we bonded over being fans of Grey's Anatomy. So when this book was released, I bought 2 copies. I bought one, sent it here to myself, and I bought the other and had it sent out to her where she lives. And then last thing I'm going to show you, there is more, but I'll get to it in a minute. But over here we have a signed picture of Eric Bischoff, a backstage person in wrestling for a very long time. This was sent to me in another thing. I won like a package thing from he does a podcast that I listen to pretty regularly, and so you could get some cool swag and merch stuff if you entered into like an online contest thing. I did it, and one of the things that I got was this signed picture of him from the year that he went into the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, there are more shelves, there is more stuff, but we're going to wait because I want to know if you want to see a part 2 to this. But now we need to figure out, where are we going to put Buffy and Dean Winchester? Should we put them up here on top of the Star Trek collection? How do we feel about that? That's where they're going to stay for right now. Let me know if that's something that you, if you think that in any of the places that I showed you, should they have stayed right here, sort of in the foreground of some of this stuff? Or should the clock be the only thing that's in the foreground? Because if you notice, there's a big bit of space between everything else. So should there start to be stuff in the foreground, or should it be where it's the clock and everything else? Well, the American flag pin, of course. But what do we think? Let me know down below. Let me know if you want to see some more nerdy stuff that I got. I got some Marvel stuff. I got some wrestling stuff, some more Star Trek, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Buffy, Hell, Michigan, Beatles, and just some other random things, Kevin Smith stuff. Let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you. Again, this is a quick video because some more cool, bigger stuff is coming soon. But we will talk to you later on. Bye.